Alright guys, what is up? Stealthheart Gaming here. I'm in the mood for casting Starcraft tonight because I am bringing you yet another league game done by me. We will jump right into this. I am Stealth, the red Zerg spawning in the westernmost position, not lower, which I am working on my drone split, which I think that was a pretty nice split if you ask myself, which I do not remember the things from this map, so I do kind of send my overlord there, but I probably shouldn't. BigWilly is going to be my opponent in this game. As the blue Protoss spawning in the easternmost position, the map is going to be Shattered Temple, which this does answer my question how it's still in the map pool from the last video. So yeah, this game is, I don't want to say it's kind of lousy because it's not. It's just, it's one of those games where I wouldn't have done what my opponent did. Not to the fact with the Void Ray cheese. Oh, I just gave it away. Actually, I don't know if that's cheese or whatever. You guys can figure out on your own with all the exclusive battles and all the intense fighting that's going to happen in this video. Which that's why I hid this, because it's this game is so long. I literally think I probably cannot record this entire video at all. So he is walling in here, or it looks like, yeah, he is walling in here. Probably to prevent any Ling run-bys of any sort. You will see that a lot in any sort of game, not just in Bronze, but in any game. I am saving up to throw down my pool, which I should be coming down any second. There it goes. I do throw down my my spawning pool at 15, which I am reverting back to my old build order for these online games. Normally I get like a 10 pool insanely fast, but then I realized like, I'll just go back to what I normally do. Get a 15 pool, 15 extractor, 15 hatch. I'm sure you guys have never seen that. Actually, no, I think it's 16 extractor, 15 hatch. Or maybe I don't take the hatch at all and I just go to scout. Which he does do a complete wall in here with these two pylons, so unfortunately I don't get any scouting information. However, this could be a blessing in disguise because I did utilize this and I was thinking to myself, you know, I don't think he's going to go for any early aggression because he's completely walled in. He could always build out of it, but I was assuming he probably was going to build inside the thing, like here to protect his units. I do not check. Okay, yeah, I do finally check it just to see what's going on. I do see that he is walled in, so this makes me assume like, oh, you know, he's going to be kind of playing passive for right now, so I do use this drone eventually to throw down a hatch, which I don't know when that happens at all. We shall keep an eye on that. So I kind of, at this point in the game, I just kind of begin droning up heavily. There you go. There goes down the hatch. Normally I wouldn't do this, but I saw he was completely walled in, so I figured he can't be doing any sort of early pressure. So that's always good, especially since the wall is two pylons. If he had, you know, zealots or something on 2 or 3 more gateways, they would have probably been behind here, which means, you know, can't really get past them without breaking down these pylons, which, granted, zealots do, you know, 8 damage per attack, but it still would have bought time for me to at least see it coming. So I do start my metabolic boost. We do see 1 stalker coming out of him, still out of only 1 gateway. So I do plant my overlord here, mostly just to get some scouting info. I am getting my metabolic boost. I believe I said that. I'm getting my second extractor, because I am getting a relatively fast layer. I wanted to tech to Mutalisks, but that I completely forgot about that. But I am trying to keep up with my injects. This extra hatch will be finishing anytime now. We do see an early Stargate coming out of our Protoss player, so this means Phoenix harass or possibly mass Void Rays. Void Rays, Void. Okay, I'm done. I'm a terrible singer. But anyways, my hatch does finish. I do instantly start making a queen there. So I am keeping up my larva injects as compared to the last couple of games where I could not do anything with my larva. He has a Twilight Council on the way. Nothing's coming out of the Stargates yet, but that's probably because he has no gas for a Void Ray. And yep, there it is. So he is getting a Void Ray, which unfortunately I don't really scout this. But like right now, is my macro just godly? Or am I just not having a big enough economy? I'm probably thinking I don't have a big enough economy to actually do anything with. But, I don't know, let's look at the income. Oh, yeah, I don't have a big enough economy at all. So I am making 10 lings. I do have a feeling he's going to, if any timing push or any sort of push is going to hit, it's going to hit now. So, he does start moving out with one single zealot, which my lings do see this, which I probably should have kept attacking, but I did kind of like try to micro him, but I completely failed. I was able to save that one ling though. These lings are trying to bust down these rocks for me to take a third. These zealots coming in. I do sacrifice that lane to kind of buy some time for me to get a complete surround on the zealot, which does not end up getting an extra kill, which is Void Ray is now on the way, which I am so glad I went to this watchtower to actually spot this Void Ray, because as of now, I have no anti-air. You know, I threw down this evil chamber to get some upgrades, but now I do throw down a Hydra Den, where I originally was going to throw down a Spire. I do throw down a Hydra Den, and since he is coming up here, he does take some pot shots at my drone, which I really don't care about. I do react by building 2 Spore Crawlers in each base. He does sadly pick off my, start attacking this Queen, which I believe this Queen does go down. Yeah, this Queen definitely goes down. Then instead of attacking anything else, he starts attacking my wings, which then he focuses down my hatch, which for whatever reason he is doing this. I send those things to retake this watchtower, because apparently I sent these things to come over here and attack. Which I do end up scouting that extra, the second Void Ray, in which case I do move up and burrow these 4 crawlers closer to the Void Ray, which he doesn't even try to pull away from. I have 6 Hydras coming in the way, which as soon as he saw these Hydras, he really should have did something different, because these Hydras now pop. And since they're coming from the top, he really has nowhere to run. He attempts to run away from my Hydras, but sadly, I do pick it off. So at that point, he probably should have transitioned out of Void Rays, but he is continuously making Void Rays. So he is going for this mass Void Ray style play, which he's not using any hotkeys or control groups. Which I did supply block myself, though. My macro did slip, but this is also because I supply blocked myself. And, you know, you can't really do much. This, in my last video, I said I don't think many bronze players know how to react if their first attack fails. Because as we see right now, even after he saw my Hydras, he can safely assume that I am going to prepare for anti-air, or for any air units whatsoever, yet he continues to make a Void Rays. This kind of backs up my assumption where, like, maybe he doesn't know what to do after his first attack. Like, I know my friend, before Levi Riley thinks of anything, I'm not talking about you guys, I'm talking about a friend I played with on Battle.net, but I play with this guy, and he will GG out of any game he plays if his first attack fails, which his first attack is always, like, about 9 minutes with Stalkers and Zealots. If that first push fails, he always just GG's out right out of the game, unless he can easily clean it up with a second push directly after it. But he will always GG out of the game, mostly because he doesn't know how to follow up with it. If you do any sort of attack, always try to have a follow-up plan. Which, I mean, I knew he probably would switch to a heavy ground guy, so I do throw down a Spire to try to do any sort of harassment. I do morph it in Overseer to see exactly what he's doing. I see him chrono boosting the blink. I see him chrono boosting something in here, and I know he's chrono boosting the blink because he has a lot of Stalkers, which I unfortunately don't get a chance to see, but I can assume by these 2 Stalkers. I see he's still going Void Ray, so this kind of makes me feel like, okay, if I keep making Hydras, even if I don't keep making Hydras, I could probably win with this just little group of Hydras. Most because I'm getting all the attack upgrades I need. I am getting level 2 melee attacks, though, just because I use Lings more than basically anything else when it comes to this game. I do throw on a macro hatch because I am floating quite a few resources here. Not much else is going on. This Overlord is kind of just chilling there. I am completely prepared for any sort of airplay. So he really should have transitioned out of it. Getting Protoss air weapons level 1. Not really going to save you or help you out at all if they have anti-air. I mean, if they have anti-air, even with weapons level 1, it's not going to help you. Especially if I'm making 9 Hydras right now. Which I do just so happen to make these at the perfect time. Which again, right now, I don't think this guy knows how to transition out of what he's doing. He's waiting for his Protoss weapons to finish, thinking apparently it can kill me, even though I completely reacted. I actually overreacted to what this guy was doing. He does throw down an expansion when he is supply blocked. I'm not sure if I agree with that, but he does start moving out. Thanks to this one Ling, this Ling of Power, I do see him moving out. Which, I think this thing just kind of dies. Yeah, this thing just kind of dies. Or not. Is he not? There he goes. Now he kills a Ling. But sadly, though, that Ling gave me enough time to see what he is doing, and I'm ready to react. I do attack his army head on. There's no reason for me not to. My Ling's get a nice round, kind of corner him in a little nook there. I tell my Hydra to snipe the Void Rays, and then I start moving out across the map, and then he just leaves the game. This makes me think that he doesn't know how to transition out of Void Ray play, because he attacked with that, I destroyed the push, and then he just leaves the game. You shouldn't really leave the game unless you know you lost. Now, granted, I'm pretty sure he would have lost because I am moving out. He doesn't even have Warp Gate out yet. At least I'm pretty sure he doesn't. If he did, he probably would have had Warp Gates already. But he doesn't have Warp Gate. He can't reinforce anything at all. So, yes, it was basically GG for him. But, I mean, if your first Void Ray fails and you see him get Hydras, don't continue with your Void Ray play. Switch to something else. Because, let's say you switch to, like, I don't know, what, like, you know, Archons or something. That will easily destroy this entire army. Because I was not prepared for Archons. I was prepared for air. Which, I do make the Lings, though, to take down any ground forces with the Hydras to back up. Which, people who say Hydras are bad, they're actually really good against Void Rays. Most because their weapon speed is insanely fast. They actually attack fast. Oh, no, they don't attack. I thought they attacked faster than a Ling for a second. But, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. I have one more to you, then it's time to record some Brood War. I'll see you guys next time, and have a good day.